Hi, I am Roxy. I am here to ask you to do something for Steve 6464. Can you watch as much of the video that you can? Then before you leave a comment. Make it a critique, a constructive criticism. Thanks. Oh, he's about to start. Bye.
All right, Foxtrot Delta Tango, Foxtrot Delta Tango. Well, we'll try here for the sound, maybe little down. Foxtrot Delta Tango. Okay, that's better. Hi, I'm Steve6464. This is season 12 of Let's Build This, part 7 of the building the Red London Tour Bus. Yeah. And before we get too far in, before we get to the review, I won't be streaming next week. I'll be participating in the annual Crop Walk for Hunger. And if that's something you would like to donate to, I cannot take your donations. I am not set up. I am not set up to do that, but there is a link in the description to a website. I think it's a Facebook website where you could probably find the spot to donate to help end hunger. What is this? Suggestion: the audio stream current bitrate 0 is lower than recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bitrate of 128K. Well, you'll have to let me know if there's something wrong with my sound. I'm going to put a note in the chat for people who come in late. How does the sound, how does the audio sound? How does the sound sound? It doesn't sound too professional. All right, and then on that note, let's review last week. Alright, I should have had the microphone on all that time, but whoops. So now let's get going. So last week we actually pretty much worked on this part. So imagine we're still going to be working on the upper deck. Alright, my nail files, stickers, loose pieces. You know what? Keep the loose pieces here. Get out my sheets, my boards. Sandpaper and pins. What's left? Alright. More sheets. Loose pieces. Tool. Alright, last sheet. Instructions. Put things away that we don't need. I'm a little gassy today, so I'm going to apologize in advance if I belch a lot. And I might just have to use my "We'll be right back" video when this runs out to get something. Try not to do carbonation today. So if that runs out, I might have to go run to the kitchen and get some tea or something. Okay. Instructions. So we've done this, but we have not done this part yet. So let's get going. Okay. Alright, so A23. Pour out some glue. I had discovered that I had accidentally left this open. Fortunately, it didn't seem to dry in the spout. Alright, 23A. None of these are that. None of these are that. I see it. I'm pretty sure that looks like that. Which is really hard to see on camera. That piece is that piece. Alright. A23, yes. Alright. Get my blade. I want pencil. Punch this out. take a moment here. Okay. Where? Here it is. File off some of the birds. And file down these knobs that are going to stick into the notches and stuff just to make it easier. If I wasn't gluing this, and that's what the instructions say, no glue needed, I probably wouldn't be sanding this stuff down. But seeing I am using glue, excuse me, and I want to make it a little easier for me to get things inserted, I am sanding this stuff down. Okay, so all right, this has a right angle in one side, a little bit beveled, a little bit off plumb. And according to the instructions, the angle, the non-90 degree angle, is the back. And it goes into those two holes. So let's get some glue in there. Right. Not a whole lot. Right, we're not gluing this together to last a lifetime. Just enough glue to kind of hold it in place until I get it to the wherever I'm going to display it. Right? All right. Next is this sign. It looks like the sign is supposed to also lean up against this angled part. So I need A68 and then sticker G6. So G6 is the middle one here. Okay, so A68. I'm guessing that is A68. Here it is. Sometimes there's these little black lines that point to the part in the laser cut that's actually holding the piece in. but not this piece. This piece might just be held in by friction. Alright. Let's clean up any burrs. Sand down any insertions, any tabs. Make life a bit easier. Yep, that will go like that, but we need the sticker first. And most likely some tweezers. Alright, so it's this middle one. Seeing this is the bottom because it's going in there. This is the top, so this should be the orientation for the sticker. Gotta try to remember to keep my hands in the camera's view. Well, that didn't go center. Is it too late to peel it off? Let me try again. Nope. So, it's the imperfections in life that make life worth living, isn't it? So let's put a little glue into this notch and a little glue on what it's going to rest on, and a little glue on the bottom of the sign itself, and voila. And try to clean up any excess glue. But actually, what I'm hoping to do when I clean out the excess glue is to actually force it into the seams. All right. Okay. So this is done. All right. Well, looks like we're putting on some grill work here. B8. That looks like it's going to be red. And I think I found it without looking at the number. Fire. I think I do that every week. Lay my hand in the glue, or drop something in the glue. Instructions, tools. What have you. Okay, this was B9. Yep, this is B8. I mean, I was fairly certain that this was the right piece because it looks like what you expect this piece to look like. Don't know how well. So you're looking for that. It's a better thing. Careful. Kind of fragile. Keep feeling like I probably am hitting the main camera, my head. Alright, seeing this is fragile, let's be careful with the cleaning up. Okay, now for the tabs. File them down a bit. So it just looks like it's me and my sock account. At the moment. So all right. I think there's a slight angle, and I think that means this would be up because it's curving and leaning. Doesn't really say, but I think that is correct. I think that will rest on the floor. Let's start with the center ones. And then worry about breaking the slotted corner. There we go. All right. Could have been worse, could have been easier. But at the end of the day, nothing broke. Okay. Let's find out what's next. This piece, B1, and it's telling us to turn this. No, that's the orientation in the directions. So, all right, it's B1. No, that's not it. Excuse me. I think it's this part. That's B1. And this is B8. Unless this is B1. work. And work don't like me. And that is why I'm so hungry. Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. So, is it this? Or is it that? This has to come out anyhow. So might as well do it now. Save the time later. So is it this? Or is it this? And again, the inner piece needs to come out. Might as well do it now. I'm starting to think, now that I'm getting a closer look at this piece, that this piece is not the piece. Three viewers. I only know of two. Myself and my sock account. So as always, just don't have to participate in the conversation, but just if you're viewing, just say hi. All right. I believe this might be what we're looking for. Maybe. Alright, let's get the instructions. Yeah, there's a little arrow there, little arrow there, so that means this is up. There's these little handlebar things here. So yeah, this is definitely the piece. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. then this. Okay. So I think the arrow should be pointing to the front. This is the front. So this should go like such. Maybe. Oh, I'm probably putting it together. Well, I'm putting it on the wrong part. Stuck my finger in the glue again. Something like that. That notch, that notch. That notch. This one. I guess it's this one. This one. This one. This one. This one and this one. And these two. All right. And then these flat surfaces. And I have my concern about how easy this is going to be. This is going to be a challenge. Front of the bus. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. keep forgetting I can't do this up close to my body where it would make sense for me to do it if I was doing it not streaming. Okay, very good. Again, it could have been easier, and it could have been more difficult. But the important thing is nothing broke. All right. Looks like we put some windshields on now. C20, C21. Thinking this is, no, that's not that piece. All right, C20, C21. I'm guessing it's red, but it might be here they are. C20, C21. You probably can't see this, but there's these little black lines that point to where it's still connected to the frame, to the sheet. Anybody out there? Right, so this is 20, and the one I'm working on now, 21. there really isn't much. The file here. I think this memory board has reached its limit, at least on the edges. Okay. And seeing these things are this way, this narrower side is up. Okay, this is 21, this is 20. And they go in here. I think they're supposed to lean back. Have a little passenger. There it goes. Didn't pay your fare. Alright, now we need C18. C24, C21, C18. This one right here. And then this, with the red part out, goes in there. Okay, that step is done. Glue the instructions. Wonderful. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to guess how some of this goes. Alright, side windows. I think I know where they are. D5 and D2. What am I looking for? I am looking for D5 and D2. I'm pretty sure this is one of them, but it's not labeled. And this is the other. So we're going to have to compare these really closely to the instructions before we assemble. there is some decoration on these. And the decoration goes on the outside. So I imagine this goes to the back like that. As I lay my arm in the grill again. Okay. And I imagine then this goes here. No, this way. Interesting, it should be so slidey. Unless it goes well, I had it upside down. So I imagine it goes in those holes. This way. One. Now the other. notches or tabs. I guess these are tabs. If it's male, it's a tab. If it's female, it's a notch. And then this one goes in that side. Alright, okay. Let me get some more glue as I stick to my toothpick. And I think I'm going to take the opportunity to take a little break right now, get me fresh in my drink. So in the meantime, where's my... I think my be right back is in this scene. Yep, there it is. Alright, I'm going to go freshen my drink, so I'll be right back.
Hi, I am Roxy. Just hanging some popcorn. Do not worry, Steve 6464.
Älä huoli, Steve 6464 tulee kohta takaisin.
Moenie bekommerd wees nie, Steve 6464 sal nou terug wees.
አይጨነቁ ስቲቭ 6464 ወዲያውኑ ይመለሳል።
Neboj se, Steve 6464 se hned vrátí. Eskeskatu, Steve 6464 laster itzuliko da.
Huwag mag-alala, babalik kaagad si Steve 6464.
Ne aggódj, Steve 6464 mindjárt visszajön. Bare rolig, Steve 6464 er straks tilbage.
唔使擔心，史提夫6464會即刻返嚟。
Keine Sorge, Steve 6464 wird gleich wieder da sein.
Ne vous en faites pas, Steve 6464 sera de retour tout de suite.
Μην ανησυχείς, ο Steve 6464 θα γυρίσει αμέσως.
Ne vous inquiétez pas, Steve 6464 sera de retour tout de suite.
Maak je geen zorgen, Steve 6464 is zo terug.
别担心，史蒂夫6464马上就回来。
Ekki hafa áhyggjur, Steve 6464 kemur strax aftur.
Don't worry, Steve 6464 will be right back.
אל תדאג, סטיב 6464 יחזור מיד.
चिंता मत करो, स्टीव 6464 तुरंत वापस आ जाए.
别担心，史蒂夫6464马上就回来。
I'll be right back. Hi, I am Roxy. Just hanging out in the lobby getting some popcorn. Do not worry, Steve 6464 will be right back.
Älä huoli, Steve 6464 tulee kohta takaisin.
Moenie bekommerd wees nie, Steve 6464 sal nou terug wees.
አይጨነቁ ስቲቭ 6464 ወዲያውኑ ይመለሳል።
Neboj se, Steve 6464 se hned vrátí. Eskeskatu, Steve 6464 laster itzuliko da.
Huwag mag-alala, babalik kaagad si Steve 6464.
Ne aggódj, Steve 6464 mindjárt visszajön. Bare rolig, Steve 6434 er straks tilbage.
唔使擔心，史提夫6464會即刻返嚟。
Keine Sorge, Steve 6464 wird gleich wieder da sein.
Ne vous en faites pas, Steve 6464 sera de retour tout de suite.
Μην ανησυχείς, ο Steve 6464 θα γυρίσει αμέσως.
Ne vous inquiétez pas, Steve 6464 sera de retour tout de suite.
Maak je geen zorgen, Steve 6464 is zo terug.
别担心，史蒂夫6464马上就回来。
Ekki hafa áhyggjur, Steve 6464 kemur strax aftur.
Don't worry, Steve 6464 will be right back.
אל תדאג, סטיב 6464 יחזור מיד.
चिंता मत करो, स्टीव 6464 तुरंत वापस आ जाए.
别担心，史蒂夫6464马上就回来。
I'll be right back.
Foxtrot Delta Tango. Foxtrot Delta Tango. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How is the sound? Well, we'll put it there and see how it goes. If the sound is bad, please say something. Alright, back to our workspace. Alright. This is done. This is done. We need to do this. C5. And it's going to have slits in it to curve around. Time to look at the cover. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was confused. The brown one is on the inside, and then they want this red one on the outside. I thought I was just looking for a small piece that fits the corner. Alright. So let's carefully remove this. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round. I think the bevel part is up. Yeah, it has to be this way. Oh, I want to get the edges too. So. Edges of these tabs. Yeah, I think next week I grab a fresh nail file. There go the dogs. arguing over a dog toy. Okay, they have more dog toys than they need, but they don't understand one can have one toy and the other can have another. Okay, that should go there. That should go here. Alright, let's goop this up. I'm going to do this in reverse order. Put that in first. Well, I wanted to put that in first. Okay. That went really well. Wow. That went really well. Will I have the same success on this side? Let's find out. I see something I need to do. These front windshields need to lean back more. So no matter what happens today, I need to get at least that part on. Let's try this again. Put that in first. Oh. Probably just too much force. Goes like that. There's a lot of tension, so that they're not going to stay there by themselves. B7, I think this is B7. This is the front of the bus. Alright, so let's clean this up. Front of the bus, back of the bus. This goes this way. Okay, all these, but the notches get filled, looks like. Turn this around so it goes this way. Let's get some glue on these top edges. That's interesting. Different heights. Okay, we'll deal with it. Right, front of the bus. Back of the bus. Something isn't kosher. I don't think I put those white pieces in wrong. Because the fatter part is up. See, this is what happens. Yep, this is what happens when you don't pay close attention. Come on. Good. Oh, good. Okay, and this came out. Not surprised. It came out on both sides. Okay. Alright, let's try putting this on again. So I hit my head on the camera. I think this is the, this will be the last piece I put on. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe this is going easier than thought. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Or the cliffhanger. Will Steve have enough time to do one more step? Wow. Again, it could have gone easier. Could have been harder. Things could have broken. But considering I had to redo a step, not too bad. There's some gunk here. Here we go. The result of this stuff getting wet from this glue. That just wasn't meant to be glued. It was just meant to be friction held. Time is it? 2:45. I got another 15 minutes. Alright, so the next step is sticker G10. That's it. Get my tweezers ready just in case. Looks like the best attack would be from the bottom. It's crooked again. Dang it. Oh well. It's life's imperfection that makes worth living. Alright, so this piece goes in this slot first, and then we hinge it down into the grooves. And that piece is C2. This looks like a C2. It is a C2. Okay. Clean this up. See, I need to clean up the feet a bit too. Okay, so this goes the wrong part of the bus. This goes here, this goes there. Okay. Too much glue. So it goes this hole, these slots, So in that hole and then rotate it down. Clean up the excess glue. As such. Alright. That's what that looks like. That's what the back looks like. Sides, sides, front, back, side, side, top, top. Main part. This is going to sit on here somehow, like this. Okay, we're done. Thank you all. Let's go back to scene 1. Alright, thank you all for making it this far in the video. If you like this sort of thing, just please like, subscribe. If you know someone who might like this type of stuff, mention it to them. And yeah, thank you for making it this far in the video. Have a good day. Be safe. Be a friend to someone who needs it. And the last thing I have to say is...
Look! An echo chamber of derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp,
Gravity is not a force. Einstein remains neutral.
Jerp, 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 jerp.